Hey everyone, let's build what I believe is a modern beach house by LEGO Creator. This is set number 31153, and this set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review, and thank you, kind LEGO, for sending this to me. Well, this is essentially what this is, and this book just jumps right on into the build. As far as I can tell, there was no sticker sheets. Looks like we have a small mountain cottage, and then we have some townhouse. Now, this is a 3-in-1, so obviously we can't build all these. It's not meant to be a collaborative build. But we're going to be focused on this one today. Now, in addition, there's 8 bags, and they are packaged in these lovely paper bags. So, what I'm planning on doing in this installment, I'm going to split this up into 2 installments. I'm going to do bags 1 through 4, and then the other one we're going to do 5 through 8. Okay. And the reason why is, I don't know what the piece count of this is. We don't know. Well, actually, I just noticed this. There's actually 9 bags. I saw it there peeking in the corner. Well, doesn't matter. Well, maybe we can do 5 bags. We'll see how well it goes. At least they have the lines underneath them. So what I'm planning on doing, I'm going to put all the other bags over here. And I kind of just want to one day just grab these and just build from just some random bag. But we got 2, 4, 3. These are kind of like the bags you know those cookies with the icing on them. I don't know what to remind me of. All right, so I think we're going to try to shoot and see if we can get bags 1. You know, we could just break this into 3 installments. Well, first, I got to find bag number 1. Oh, here's number 1. I think I may just do is break this down into 3 installments just to kind of keep it even. We'll see how well it goes. I'm going to use the recorder as a means to measure things. So we've seen all this before here, and now we just jump right on the minifigures. Alright, let's begin. Let's build it. We're going to start with bag 1. Again, I don't know what parts are in here. So guess what? It's a surprise. Oh, okay, so far, it's got a brick separator. Now I looked at the box. It doesn't look too bad. So what I'm gathering is that it looks like it's going to be a very promising build. But it depends, because we may have... I see some clear pieces in there, so I hope they're not pitted and scratched, because even if it looks like it's going to be a very fun build, I'll still fail it. We will see. Okay, well, now let's begin. Now, some people have been asking me about brick explorations. I'm going to be focused on mostly building. If you see a part of interest, yeah, we'll probably do that. And I see a scuff there. Matter of fact, I see a bunch of scuffs in that Lego. Let's make sure it's not dust. If I had something black here, I can show you. See that? I don't know if it'd show up, but yeah, that's kind of scuffed. I never find it in this 6x6 glass that's not scratched. Okay, Lego, if I see that again, I have to start dinging it down more hardcore. I saw a door in here. And, alright, I love to say some bad words, but this is also scratched. If I had I need to keep something that's black or very dark colored, but I don't have anything here because I don't ever expect this stuff to get scratched. But this is pitted. It's already down, we're already going to drop the set down to a 9. I see it again, I'm going to drop it down to an 8. So, what a shame too. This looks like a very fun build. But, oh hey, we got to do it. Alright, well, some more happier things. Actually I got this year's tutorials all filmed. And now I'm working on substitutes and stuff for next year. Oh, that's the wrong torso to go on that. Looks like we're doing all the minifigures first. So I got to make a note that she does have a double-sided head. I'm not a fan of minifigures. I hate putting them together. It's so boring. Oh yeah, and today is the 29th of April 2024. And Lego was kind enough to send this to me like a whole month early. So, whew, that's fine, because then I can slow down and enjoy the build a bit more. Oh wow, this kind of reminds me of an old school torso back from the 80s, 70s or 80s. And it looks like he's got double-sided head. We'll make him happy. We got to put some happiness in this since the pieces are all scratched. Oh, he's got that off-centered part curtains look. The K-pop hair. Yeah, I've had my hair like that before. And that's the minifigures. A nice couple there, a young couple. Alright, let's see what the next part is. And it looks like we're going to start building the beach house, the modern beach house. You can always use some 6x10 plates. And yeah, let's see if you can see exactly. The edge of the table's right here, so yeah, you can see everything. And the whole intent of these type of videos is to explore the build and see how well it goes. How is it packed? Is it scratched to smithereens like I've already seen in here? So, I'm hoping not to fail this set, but, you know, till Lego learns, I will fail it until they stop. You know, that's just how it is. Alright, so I'm starting another part of my campground project. You've probably already seen the updates on the, what's that thing called that we were working on? The outdoor amphitheater. And guess what? The sets arrived. So you know what that means. I have to start doing reviews, but that's okay because, well, it's fine. And two, well, I can take my time on these. I have a couple tutorials that I want to build. Now I'm still working on the backlog for the pandemic tutorials. Now we're talking 2020 stuff. Remember when everybody was cooped up at home, being bored and stuff? Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I've been working a little bit on writing up building guides. I got to start selling some more. I was going to sell a couple of them until I noticed they weren't even no building guides written up because these were older builds. So I've already done over 60% of the inventory. Well, I think I found the part that wasn't done yet. Yes, I got to do that. And I'm hoping to get that done. Alright, and it's like 7:30 at night. It's very quiet here. You may end up hearing somebody ranting on a game. I want to play some video games, but right now I'm in the mood to build something. I've already looked at the computer today for like a solid 12 hours. I think it's time to do something a little more constructive. Okay, and this goes right here. Kind of want to see how this mansion's put together. Now, I just want to point this out real quick. Yes, whoops, I do build very slow. You know, I'm here to enjoy the build. I'm here to build as a casual builder, you know. And this is not to be construed as a professional tutorial by any means, but if you're stuck on something, hopefully these videos will help you out. And just build slow, and don't be hurry to get it done. You know, I'm building the right one. Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty fun. I can't wait to see. Oh, okay, it's like we're working on the side there. So it's like this might be modular. If it is, then this could be a collaborative build in disguise. That's the one thing I'm trying to look for. And, you know, this is a break from the other stuff that I've been building lately in terms of set reviews. And one of the things that I'm kind of tired of is the space sets, and this is more along my line here. It's the creator house sets and stuff. And I've even kind of been nagging at Lego. It's like, you know, I get into creator for the random builds. I'm not getting into creator for, you know. Oh, by the way, and I'm kind of torn on the idea of doing the alternative builds on these. So that means whatever pieces are left over, I'm going to have to keep them bagged. This doesn't go in there. So once I'm done, I need to keep the parts separate until we're done. So if anybody would like to see alternative builds on these, let me know. And if nobody voices their opinion, then that tells me no then. Once they're published, then we'll do that. Now, the alternative build tours and builds will be on strictly on this channel. It'll be an exclusive for this. Yeah, I do miss building this style of set. It's just different. Now, by all means, this is not meant to be one of my style of homes. But you know what, though? Maybe we can do a little bit and make these a little better here. Yeah. I've been so busy with work now, but my summer is going to be just doing this, pretty much. Whoops, that's not supposed to go there. That's my fault. Hey, at least we got a brick separator to fix that. I didn't have to get up. Lego, I don't have to ding off a point for that. Just the scratch stuff. And I have a feeling it's going to get even worse before we'll get done with this, too. Alright. Okay, I don't know what that is. We'll build it. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Sometimes it's fun when you're building this stuff. And here's the thing, guys and gals. Let your imagination just wander. It's okay, you know. It's okay to let your imagination wander on these builds. I do. Nothing wrong with it. In fact, I was looking for some of these and actually had some stuffed in a set that I had to part out. There's some interesting topics I'd like to talk about, but I really can't. Oh, but I do need to order some of these in trans clear and the blue stuff too. I got a couple of summer projects coming up, and I can't wait to share with you guys. Oh, this actually does go there. So I got the summer fun figured out. I got the camping stuff figured out. And all it's going to boil down to is, you know, what do we do? I mean, I've already got December done. I'm trying to think of one more good holiday project. I have a couple that are, you know, kind of abstract, kind of related to Christmas. I have one that I'd like to build, but in order to build this tutorial, it would cost me $50 to build in parts. I have a prototype that's random colored. And it's something I've always wanted to build, but it's random colored. I may do it still and just leave it random. I don't know yet. Alright, and that's it. Huh. It goes in here. This must be some kind of a kitchen counter then, because it sits right here. Okay, yeah, pretty cool. Right. Yeah, I released the sliding glass door using common parts with a smooth threshold, and some people have chimed in and said they kind of didn't like the way I did the bottom track, but it's cool. A lot of the stuff that I build, though, is just prototypes, just guesswork, and I kind of tinker with it to make things better. You know, that's just the thing, though. So if there's always an improvement, I'm more than welcome to hear it. That's what makes us all better builders. I've always learned things from my viewers anyways on terms like that. Oh, that's a nice modern cabinet. So this must be a kitchen or something. There we go. So that must be the oven. Alright. Okay. Snot bricks in white. Now, I like colorful builds, but I'm personally trying to get away from white. And I notice a lot of my builds, I'm trying to break away from this. And I got to be careful because some people may construe these as for younger audiences. No, this channel is not for younger audiences. And I don't want to have to start resorting and cussing in these, but these are mostly meant for older builders to adults. And well, it shows 4 of these, or 5. Alright, oh there it is, way in the back. I got it. I'm planning on taking some veneer. I got that plywood. I'm going to have it where I can flip it over. So there's too much white here. It'll look like we're working on a wood grain counter and I can flip it over. The other room, it has just a black counter. So I thought, well, to do tutorials, I'd rather have both types of stuff. Ooh, we're going to see that yellow bleed right through there. Ooh, this is kind of flimsy. Alright. I'll show you. See? You're going to see that. I mean, barely, but maybe somebody forgot to touch that part with some white paint. Alright, and that goes here. So, looks like we're working right there. Right in that area. And yeah, I like to order some of this glass, but it's always comes in scratched and pitted. And you know, I know it's a toy, but some people, including myself, we like to build some more cleaner stuff. And to see Lego bring this stuff in all scratched is annoying, but I may have to raise the issue on the Ambassador Network, because nothing more depressing when you start seeing scratched parts in a Lego set. Okay. I usually use these for side mirrors, but they also work good for door handles too. There you go. See, if you look, you'll see some of that scratched up in there. I know I'm nitpicking, but you know, sets are expensive. Now, I don't know what the retail price of this is. It'll be in the description. Because Lego, we only share things right now. We don't want you to know everything. Which kind of is defeating the purpose of a review. Because I don't know what the cost of this is. Usually I don't figure the cost in the builds. Well, let me check in one of these. Usually those tiles go get stuck in here. Not in there. I need 6 of those. If I have to, I think there's a missing part, but some of you have already pointed out, check the bags. I know my friend Josh tells me, check the bags. Alright, well let's see here. Let me check the bags, because I do not see that at all. And, I mean, I could censor that out and stuff, but you know, we're not going to do that. Let's see. I don't see nothing in there. I'll check the floor, too. We'll see if we can find it. And if we already are missing a part, then that is not good. I'll check the floors, too. It's medium nougat. I have a bunch of those. Alright, so I went up and got one from my own collection, but if it doesn't turn up by the end of this bag, I looked on the floor, I looked everywhere. In all the bags, so if it's not there, I'm dinging down another point. Alright. Jay, Lego works so hard on this. Yeah, well, guess what? I'm gonna get brutal. Alright. Nonetheless, that's still a nice build. Well, this one's dark blue. It's hard to tell in the manual. Sometimes dark blue and black to me look almost the same. And sand yellow. Any of those column bricks that piece could have fell in, I don't see anything. Like I said, it doesn't show up. That's it. No, Jay, don't do it. Yes, I will. Oh, it comes with two different frying pans. I got a gold one and a silver metallic one for the stove burners. Cool. This one's at least got some stuff, and you have maybe this could be a kitchen table. And they're using this and this. Too bad it wasn't a nice color. Stick those right in those tubes. And they have it right on the crack there, hanging over. So be careful, because you'll fall in the void there. I've seen that in that Lego Fortnite game, and yes, I do play that. Me and a couple of buddies, we're more interested in building villages and stuff. We're trying to finish up unlocking all the building items. I'm still working on a desert village right now, and a cold biome one, but other than that, it's not too terribly bad. It's not a bad building game, and it's cross-platform too. So we're all just kind of building on that and just seeing what we can do. Yeah, bricks are kind of rare. At least this set's got some in here. Alright. I'm hoping this is modular. I doubt it. I think I may have to start dinging off a little bit of points for missing pieces. Like I said, we don't know yet. It could be hiding under the brick separator. The brick separator could have ate it. We don't know. Alright. Boy, that just does not want to line. Okay, you may have to wiggle and jiggle these a bit here to kind of get those down. Just don't start really pounding things in, because you'll bust those plates. They're not friendly with that by any means. And that's it for bag one. And this is what we have remaining. And I don't see that piece anywhere. And I checked all the bags. So yeah, the set now, at this point right now, it's at an 8.5. But that's not too bad for spare pieces. Maybe they could have gave me one too many of these. We don't know, but yeah. Alright, we're going to continue on with bag 2, and I'm going to keep all my spare pieces in that container. Yeah. You know, one thing I forgot to check is the building guide. No. Oh yeah, so yeah, I would have hoped. Sometimes the more interesting sets are usually the ones that will flop. Now, if you have paper bags like this, hold them up against the light. Unless there's transparent pieces. I see some in there right now. I wonder how bad those are scratched. And yeah, I've been known for honesty. I'm not here to lie to you. And if this stuff is... See, why don't they put this transparent stuff in these? Some have said, why don't they put a film over that? That's not a bad idea. I wish they would. Lego just won't do it. Ooh, that's got a lot of nice... Ooh, I see parts in there that I want. I'll show you. These coral pieces. So like a 2x2 flat tile. Have the things cut out of them. Yeah, you know, that's good for making mosaic floors and stuff. So yeah. Alright, let's check these out here. Okay, I'm going to find me something black. Hold on, because this is really bad. So, one of my tools I'm going to make is a thing to check for pieces that are scratched, but look right in the middle. Right above my finger there. I mean, that's uncalled for, Lego. Okay, what were we at? We were at an 8.5, 7.5. I'm going hardcore. Alright. This one's okay. It's got some pits. See that nonsense again, I'm going to keep dinging it down. If we go down to a 0, then that's it. It'll just be flat zeroed. Alright. So 7.5 already. We're only on bag 2. Well, we just started, so... You know, I can tell you now, this is not module by any means. Let's get going here. Put these. I don't know why I care. They're already scratched. Jay, if every bag's got scratched pieces, there's not going to be anything left. If we get down to a 0, then so be it. You know, I mean, that's just how it is. So far, though, the build is enjoyable. I'm not going to lie there. It's just the packing, and it's missing a part. Like I said, I'll check, but I've, you know, like I said, I'll check it eventually. I can always redact points or put them back, you know, because they could have packed one extra one in this bag. And at that point, it would just be sloppy packing. So we're going to be putting some leaves and stuff together in here. And there we go. Some say I complain too much. Well, here's the deal. You're paying for this stuff. Yeah, it's expensive. I'm not paying for it. They sent it to me for review, and I'm being honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I've seen... Oh yeah, some parts were damaged, but I still give this set a 10. I see that all the time on YouTube. Because that ruins the that ruins my build experience. Right now, building the set, I'm going to be honest, is enjoyable. I'm enjoying this. Okay, it's not obviously not a collaborative build, but you know, not every set can be a collaborative build. And yeah, Lego, I would love to say some profanity on this, but I'm getting fed up with it. But you know what? The review will let the review show. It's a nice house, but I'm going to be honest with you, with these scratch pieces, this set feels like it's used. Like Lego just did not care packing this stuff. And I'm not the only one that's blunt in the Ambassador Network, too. I tell you. Oh, Jay, why does it matter? It's free. It's not free, because you know what? I could be working on that campground thing right now. As a matter of fact, I already have part 1 uploaded. And the filming of this video, I was just about to start part 2, which was the construction of the terrain. But when I saw this, oh, this one looks kind of fun, so we'll start this one here. Check inside there. Alright. Well, at least each build comes in its own building guide. So here's the deal. Brick Separator is a positive. And we have printed building guides. Now, what Lego doesn't quite understand is I keep my building guides. These are good references. Well, Jay, what would you use a building guide for? Pulling out parts. This set may have some unique pieces, like those tiles we saw in there. Those are unique. The coral stuff is unique. Just take the part numbers, and there you go. Okay. Alright. We got the kitchen here, and let's tip this thing up for you here. And then it looks like we're working on, I don't know what that is. It could be a bedroom. Ooh, nice 2x4 dark blue tiles. I don't know if I have that in that color. Let me obviously get a little camera. Well, I do see some accessories. Really cool. Set that there. Now, these bricks here are really useful. So I'm going to be honest, you ever find these, scarf them up. Sets that have them. Brickheads are really good for this. Really good snot bricks for attaching siding or plates to walls. If you don't have a certain color, but you have a certain color in tile form, yeah, there you go. All right. And where does that go? Are we even done with that yet? It goes right here. You get to sit there and stare at the tubes. Is that going to be the pick-a-brick wall inside the house? Is this the Lego room? Alright. Ooh, now here's a part I really want to order a bunch of these. These 1x2 rounded flat tiles. You know why? Make great sandwich buns. Making some sandwiches for a restaurant or something. There you go. Work really good for those. Now the good thing about my style of reviews is when I build sets like this, I open my mind up to see parts in different ways. You know, like, oh, this is a nice piece. I could use this for something else. I could use that. Or there's an idea in here I'd like to snag. You know, that kind of thing. So far, my kitchens look better than this and stuff like that, so I'm not too worried about that. I know I'm not bragging or anything, but you know, I build a little better in terms of this. Of course, my stuff is built with care because I'm into building it for fun. Ooh, that's bright green. I don't think I have any of those in that color. All right, that's it for that. This looks like it might be a bookshelf of some kind. Matter of fact, I was going through some parts, taking apart some old builds, and I had found a 1x2x2 corner brick that was cracked on the side. It was just on just a trailer build, and I thought, how did that crack? You know, and I thought, well, let's see, making sure all the colors line up here. All right. Just be careful because this thing could collapse in right here. And then, not too bad, huh? Could be a TV set. Oh, that's a bookshelf, all right. Oh, it snaps right there. I bet there's another one going on the top that's slightly, yep, that's exactly what's going on there. Alright, that's not a bad idea. This is a good way to... I did a bookshelf, but it was mostly standalone. This one requires a wall anchor. I never thought about doing that. So I learned something new today. Yeah, even at my age, I still learn stuff that's new. Well, I thought I saw that coral piece. Oh no, it's not coral, it's just my playing tricks on me. That's that color. Okay. Medium nougat profile bricks. Okay, I've never seen them in that color before. That's a really good piece to have. Be good for furniture. If that goes up there, that's where it goes. That's a bookshelf. When you do that, when you pinch this, just press it this little back part right here. You don't want to... This right here will collapse in. I noticed that, so there it is. It's not too bad for a bookshelf, huh? Pretty cool. In fact, I could just turn on the floodlight. There we go. Now you can get a better look at everything in there. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. All right, let's build the little camera next. Like that. Sometimes I wish I can play music in these. I've said that a million times. Matter of fact, a YouTuber that I watched made a big nasty rant video that he was doing a repair video and wanted to show how this tube radio played, and well, they flagged him for a copyright, and it was really, the audio was real staticky and stuff like that, and he says he gave up and says, okay, I'm not doing any more radio repairs on YouTube. And I thought, well, it was bound to happen anyways. And yeah, and I remember watching something on YouTube how the musicians are losing money because nobody's buying their new stuff. Well, how are we supposed to buy it if you're flagging everybody to take the music down? I may hear a song that I like and I'll take an app on my phone and then pull up the info on it, make a purchase. Right, you know, that's how it is. That's not a bad idea for a rug. It's almost the same what they use in Fortnite games. That's why I like those tiles. I'd like to get some more of those. All right. I don't know if that's a fire pit or is that a plant? Well, we don't know yet. I don't know what that is. Almost said a bad word. I don't know what it is. We'll find out eventually, huh? Put this all together here and we'll see. Could be a plant or something. We don't know. But see, when I build these sets, I don't know what I'm building. Yeah, what's everybody's plans for summertime? I don't need to tell you what I'm doing. Some of you might get jealous. I'm gonna be working. All right. What is this goofy thing? Could be a chair or something. I don't know. Maybe it is a lounger. Well, it's done. You know what? That's exactly what that is. And then this here goes into that red thing. That's exactly what that is. A chair. Alright. Well, okay, I guess we learned something new. Does it matter which way the leaves go? From what I can tell, they need to be facing upwards like that, so the leaves are supposed to cup up, not down like you normally would do it. Looks like this one's actually going down. Let's make sure here. No, I'm actually doing it wrong. Now let's pull that apart then. Sounds like somebody's up. I'm gonna have to check. See if everybody's supposed to be in bed. I got it. When I went in there, everything was turned off after 8 o'clock, and I thought, wow, everybody's already asleep. Hey, it doesn't bother me because I rarely ever get the place quiet. I took this whole duty on. I knew I wasn't going to have the house to myself. But, you know, alright. It shows it with the skip. I would have done something a little different with that. And it sticks right in here. And well, that's it. It doesn't even okay. It's a little too low. I'm going to bring this up a little bit. And this one here wants to go down. Let's just pull the whole thing out. And something like that right there. I'm not going to mess with this too much because it's just playing games with me and I really don't want to break that any more than it already is. There we go. And that is it for bag 2. And this is what we have remaining. Alrighty, let's move on to bag 3. And I do have something interesting to tell you. I took a little break in between the bags here. And, you know, we'll get into that here in a second. It's kind of funny in a way. Especially for you guys and gals who are upgrading your car's audio system. Oh, I see glass pieces. How bad are these? Already at a 7.5. Making sure there's nothing in there. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, okay, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Alrighty. Alright, where's the big piece at? Let's see here. Did this one get unscathed? Just a slight nick. Alright, we'll let that slide. Okay, I'm ordering a set of speakers, and oh, the blue hand from the void is coming to visit us again. And sometimes I'm just kind of wondering why did some of these stores want to lose business so much is beyond me. And I'm trying to order all brand new speakers, replace the factory speakers. These are just like average speakers. I'm not buying like high-end stuff, you know. I don't need to have high wattage or anything like that. And why do they sell them in singles? I need a pair, right? I need 2 pairs. I need some 4x6 for the dashboard and some 6.5 inches for the doors. Now, here's the thing. They sell them in singles. That's fine. I'm okay with that. You know, that's just how it is. And they had home delivery. Cool. It was same day delivery, too. And lo and behold, I changed the quantity to 2 because I wanted a pair. They sell them in singles. Oh, this item cannot be sold in pairs. And I was like, wait, what? So I looked again. Thought maybe I did something. I thought maybe I hit a bigger quantity. Nope. I mean, who in their right mind is going to buy 1 speaker at a time? Wouldn't you buy it in bulk and have them ship it like that? Bring it to the house? And do they have them in stock? No. So, that having been said, that was just kind of the most goofiest thing. It was from a big box store too. And I thought, you know, that's probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life. It's like going to Lego and they say, oh, you can only buy 1 brick at a time, but you got to clear a $40 order. Okay, how do you expect me to do that? So, yeah, rant of the day. You know, some of these big box stores want your business. Well, that's not how you're going to get it, because now I got to go to another place to go buy speakers now. I mean, I could just drive to one of these places and go pick them up. Every time I do, they don't ever have them in stock, or if they do, it's an open box special. Or of course, whoops, or the salesman wants to sell me something that's really grotesquely overpriced, and I'm gonna have to pass on that, you know. Alrighty. But yeah, I don't understand why some of these stores do that. I don't get it, but I guess it is what it is. Well, this piece is not really that scratched, so I'm going to use this one for some of my custom houses. Okay, but I don't know, I just thought that was kind of odd. Like, oh, we're going to sell you, oh, we can't ship these in pairs, you're going to have to buy one at a time. So I'd have to buy one 4x6 and one 6.5. For I think it's, I don't know the name of it, it was a no-name brand. It wasn't like Kicker or Bossgate or whatever, no Alpine or Kenwood. It was just some, I think house brand. I don't need the high-end stuff for this, and well, I may have to, but I thought, wow. Well, indeed, I don't get it. When I saw that, I really just said some bad words, just thinking, you could probably fill in what I was saying. Like, whose bright idea was that? Okay, making sure we're not... Wait, are we missing another one of these? I got a white one here. Oh, there it is. I'll say, if I have to get up, I'm going to ding it down to a flat 7. Alright. It's like, yeah, you're pulling that nonsense. I'll go to some other place and buy them, which I'm going to look and see. And if I have to go in the store and pick them up, I'll buy me more of a higher end, but I want to make sure they have a warranty first. I don't have a big powerful amp in my car. It's just a head unit powering everything up. I mean, I'm not into the boom 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 stuff anymore. I can care less about all that. I'm restoring a truck to its factory default, and I'd like to have a stereo that doesn't rattle. Alright, shouldn't somebody be in bed? I think it's like 9:30 or so. I need to get to bed myself, but yeah, I had to share that with you guys and gals. I thought it was just funny that oh no, you can't buy a pair of speakers. You can only buy one at a time. Well, if it's, I'll have to look. I need to buy them. There's a tool that I need to buy. It's a spring compression tool. I need to pull a spring out of a door. The spring that keeps the door from closing on you. And I need to buy this spring tool, and you got to clear a $35 order. And I thought, well, it shouldn't be too bad. Well, yeah. Yeah, some people like running a business like that. That's fine by me. Now you're going to have to hold underneath here. Just make sure it's on this side of the tile here. My nephew wants to upgrade the speakers in his car, and I said, well, I'm going to do mine. I'm just hoping you return to my tool. You got to have this little claw thing that you can use to pop off the door panels and trim, and I'm like, I better hope that's back here, because if not, I'm not going to be a happy camper. I track that tool down. Tools are getting to be expensive. Well, that's not a bad idea for a chandelier. Yeah, that would be perfect for like a house or something. Maybe like a ballroom. I'm just going to hold right down here like this. I'll bring it up and show it to you better. Like that. And just pop it in there. Alright. And then that was bag 3. I mean, we may just keep going. So this goes like this. And except for this hanging out here, it looks like it's modular. Now, when you're pressing down on this, just press down where you know where the line's at, like right here. and just check your work. Let's make sure here. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look too bad for what it is. And we have no pieces remaining. That's kind of cool. Alright, let's see bag 4. Now, I'm hoping that this is just modular, because that'd be really cool. And you can have you and a couple of buddies build the beach house together. Uh-oh. Hope we're not going to get any scratched parts in here. Not too bad. That's okay. Oh, look how bad that is. Where's my paint can bottom? I can't find it, but it's hard to show it up on here. Lego, I'm going to just start dinging it off. Where we were at last time, 7.5. Let me get this up here. I mean, look at that. Right there. Look at that. I mean, that nonsense is not acceptable, Lego. I'm trying to get it to where you can see it. I'm just pulling up all the angles. Okay, 6.5. This is going to fail. This set is going to fail just because of packing. I have no problem giving sets zeros anyways. I'm a connoisseur for quality. Alright, make sure that is all emptied. I mean, I understand that they're trying to do minimal packing to keep the cost down. But yeah, that's not called for at all. These little pieces, usually they come out unscathed. Yeah. So now we're at a 6.5. Alright, so looks like that's it. So everything but bag 3 was bad. Okay. Now if you're interested in buying the set, now you know what to expect. Ooh, I don't have any of these in lime green. That's kind of cool. A Technic brick in that color? Ooh, where you going? Yeah, selling the speakers one at a time. That's kind of silly. I'll see if I can find another company that's going to sell them to me in a matching pair. I mean, I could buy. I thought, well, I'll just add them in different. But I had to make another whole order, and then you have to clear the $35. I guess the delivery driver can't hold no more than 2 magnets at one time. I don't know. I have a feeling this is going to snap in here. I don't know what that's for. But if it's modular, hey, I'm happy. I'm hoping it is. All my reviews start at a flat 10. Oh, there's another door in here. Let's see how bad this one's scratched. Yep, where's the black thing again? I can't find it. And you know what I need to do is keep this. I'm going to make a tool for my workbench. There's some pits right there. Okay, put this right here so I can see it. You know, I don't want to drop it down to a 5.5 yet. We'll wait another bag. Lego, you're killing your own products here. I don't know what else to say. When I saw this on the box, I thought, we're going to get a really good, fun build. This is fun. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm still having fun putting it together. But that's part of the review experience. Yeah, I have to get some special type of grease for the windows in my truck, too. More industrial stuff, so the heat doesn't bake it off. Okay, I don't think I have any these in medium Missouri. tonight. We had Swiss steak. Well, they did. I passed on that because I can't stand that stuff. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. Another cupboard, huh? Okay. You really can't see what I'm doing, but right here, so I got to know right here where my hand's at. I got to at least leave about 4 inches here. And I forgot to do, put the tile at the bottom. There we go. All right. Okay. Well, okay, let's take one of our scratch doors, and we're going to put this in there. But I'm going to be honest, when I file my paperwork, this set was, the parts in here were scratched up. It felt like it was a used product. One of my buddies like, you got to be careful, they might ban you. No, I want them to make good stuff. I like using Lego stuff for the hobby. A lot of us are getting tired of it. And to see this stuff like this, we like Lego. That's just how it is. And to see Lego destroy their own product, you know, I mean, some companies do that, I don't know why, and then they complain that they don't get a whole lot of business. Oh, well. Let's say right now nothing's scratched. Okay, it'd be a 9.5. Remember, we're missing that part. If that wasn't missing, the set would still be at a 10. Well, Lego does things by weight, so some had said, well, but maybe the part goes behind here. I've checked. I'll check again, but may have to start keeping a score sheet. Okay. Alrighty. I do have some of you guys tell me I need to move my hands out of the way, but it's hard to do it sometimes. I know some YouTubers sit on the back side of the table. I can't build backwards like that. I have to build it the same way you have to see it, so it just won't do any good. And I don't have a GoPro, and I'm not dropping money into a GoPro. Something to wear on my head. Mess up my hairdo. Okay. Okay. But so far, the build's interesting. The only thing I'm just going to say is it's another white build. I do need some of these for a project. I need 27 of them. I don't even think I even have 10. Well, that's enough. I'll grab it out of this set. Hold on. Take a look at the parts list. Oh, there's 5 of those big pieces of glass. I wonder how many of those are going to be scratched. Only 1 comes in the set, Lego? Well, that's greedy. I was hoping more. Okay, let's see here. We just got to that point. Okay. But I'm definitely going to stop at bag 5 and break it, go to bed, get up, go to work, get home from work, and we'll finish it up and do the review. And yeah, we'll worry about that later. Until then, that's it. Oh, that's kind of a weird piece. I have a few of those, but not a whole lot. Column bricks are pretty cool. I mean, they're really good for using for well, rails like this, but they're also good for waterfalls. You get them in the light blue. Okay, it goes like that. And okay, okay, we put it like that, and this goes like this. Okay, so it's, I think the studs are supposed to stick out, and that goes right here. Like that. Okay. Now we're gonna grab. Oh, okay. We got some flowers in here. Cool. I got plenty of 2x2 bricks. Oh, we're gonna put. I need to get some of these little stems. They're really cool. They have them in the bright green color. I may get those because reddish brown is still kind of squirmy over. And these little Friends flowers, I know a lot of you guys out there hate the Friends stuff, but they will fit on this. The old ones will not fit on there very well as the stud flowers, but these will. Well, they're supposed to. Okay, be careful. Those will. Alright, now things are getting a little screwy because if that falls off again. Put those flowers on there and don't touch them. It's kind of flaky. Now it's down to a 5.4, so we're kind of loose. Yeah. Was it at a 6.5 or a 5.5? I think it was at a 6.5. That'd be 6.4 then. Okay, this goes up on here, and yeah, you're going to have to mush all those studs in between those tubes, and I think the reason why they did this, you didn't have to press down, and this kind of does that. That's probably why they did that. Lego, I'd be really happy if you made a 1x1x2 column brick. You got the 3s and the 5s. Make a 2 and a 6 would be fine. Nobody likes to line all those up. All right. Okay. That right in there. Well, they come in here, you take a solid one, you put the 2 small ones in there, and you take another solid one, I think. Oh no, you don't, you just take this. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to see the alternative builds, let me know. But here's the deal: those are going to come very last. So if you're interested in a walkthrough of the alternative builds, I can do them, but they'll have to be last after all the other reviews are done. That means after I'm done with the set, I will box it up and then come back later, take it apart, and we can do that. You know what tastes good right now is pan trout or barbecue trout. I've been tasting that for a couple of days. I may have to put one on the grill. And today, coming home, there's a lot of people barbecuing. I was like, yeah, Oh, that is just scratched. I feel like this is used. Maybe they send the ambassadors all the scratched up parts. Okay. You know what? I have a feeling that this is going to be modular. I have a feeling this slides right into here. I have a feeling. And if that's the case, then Lego, you did a good job on making this modular. Still got some parts left, but let's see here. Okay, it is not modular. This goes in here like this. Okay, that looks cool. But step 116, now we can't. Now we're going to have to lock it together. I mean, it is that point. I was hoping this would just be snap-ons. So it's not even close to the modular effect. And that is what we have remaining. And yeah, not too bad for bag 4. We're going to go ahead and head on to bag 5. Alright, so bag 5 looks like it does that big thing. Well, I don't think it's all in this bag here. So, well, let's see how bad the scratchiness is in this one. Oh yeah. Remember, we're at a 6.4 right now. Well, let's see here. Where's the lid at again? Well, I can show you. Let's take a look here. Oh. I mean, you probably don't even need that, but look right there. Lego, that's a 5.4. Okay, let's check this one out here. Sometimes it could be dust, that's why I rub them. This one's scratched up. Let's see here if there's any more. I'm going to just start dinging it hardcore. Yep, here's another one here. Look right there, right above my thumb right there. 4.4. Oh, that's a nice piece to have. Uh-oh. How bad is this one? Oh my goodness gracious. I don't think you even need to have that. You can even see with the reflection there. Alright. 4.4 it is. I should just give it a flat out 0. Matter of fact, that might be the title. This set got a 0. Find out why. 4.4 it is. It's already failed. It's a failed. Build experience is really good. Really good. Some people say I go a little too harsh. I mean, I understand maybe one piece. Lego could have stopped this at any time. There's another one that's got some pits in it. Yep, alright. Well, none of the depressing stuff. Alright, let's get the blue hand from the void again, shaking the bag, saying pour it all out. Well, I'm shaking my head in disgust, but, well, we will save that for the review. Jay, you really go hard. Some people just ding off points just for that, you know, just 1 point for scratched elements and they stop. I'll still let it be known that it's a good fun build to put together. Oh, maybe we don't put that in there yet. My bad. Yeah, I'm kind of irritated now. So I may just do this set failed. Find out why. And it's not due to build experiences. I'm having fun putting this together. if I didn't have to go to bed early just to go to work, it's fine. I would stay up to build this, to fail it. But, you know, I looked at this on the box and I was like, about time, Lego. We got some really good stuff. And what happens? You send it in this condition, and yeah, I gonna have to do it. I got plenty of window frames, but I have, even the stuff from Pick-a-Brick comes in like this. I contacted them and I said, you know, this stuff came in scratched. Oh, we'll send you some more out. I said, yeah, so I can get those scratched in. I said, we'll just keep going until this thing goes, and you guys will end up banning me off of Pick-a-Brick for that. I said, no, thank you. Just want to bring it to your attention. Okay, make sure these holes are facing towards us. And that was the end of that with that conversation, and just wanted to bring it to their attention, but I don't think they cared really, because a 10-year-old kid is probably not going to complain too much over the scratch parts. You know, if I was a parent buying this for my kid and it came in this condition, I'd be throwing a little bit of a fuss. I mean, I know kids take the stuff and they throw it around, but you know, see, they have the call out there, so it's like that. Looks kind of like it. All right. So yes, this set failed. Find out why. As a matter of fact, when I've said this, you know, it does ruin the build experience, because I'm looking at the parts thinking I bought a brand new set and this thing comes in used. And in all fairness, if this is something that I purchased, oh, I definitely would not be a happy camper. You know, I get some guys out there, you need to filter these, you need to make these more positive. Okay, the bricks are scratched up. That's still cool, right? You know, if a set costs, let's say, $100, I'm happy with it. I mean, I know I wouldn't be, but, you know. Do I check bricks? Not really. Because the transparent stuff, you're really going to notice. If those are scratched, I know this other stuff is too. Like these I don't check. Oh, like they're pristine. And how do these get scratched up over the smaller pieces? Why do the big ones get scratched up? Just because these parts rub up against it in transit. And basically it's just poor packing. If Lego really tried to prevent it, you know, they could have stopped it at any time. Alright, well, I have a couple of these glasses with the beverage inside. What is that, tea or beer? Something, a cocktail maybe? Well, we obviously know what's going to be in here. Got a red guitar. Must be the music room. Yeah, because I gotta get off here after this bag, so I'm trying to go through it as quickly as I can. And this just sits right here. I know my hands are in the way. That's what it's supposed to be at right there. Okay, and because when I was a kid, Lego was expensive. It still is today. And to get that kind of treatment, it's a beautiful product Lego makes. But this thing's kind of fragile. Let's keep it on the table here. I have a feeling it's just going to shove right down onto that. And I think these go on the sides. Yep, so it's a glass table. That's not too bad. See, it's just kind of falling apart. Very sloppy. We got a cereal bowl. Looks like we got ourselves some kind of a pineapple. These little star pieces for the Friends figures, save those. If you get those, they're good for making beach stuff. Okay, I'm looking for an orange piece. Where did that go? Oh, there it is. But yeah, I mean, no kidding though. This set is fun. It's fun. I'm enjoying this build. The one thing that's killing this set right now is just the horrific packing. That's the only thing that's going to ruin this one. What do we score it down now to 4.4 because it's that horrible? The pieces are getting worse. I think out of all this, I think back 3 was the only one that came out unscathed. See, they have this where you have to press that down on there. That's going to be kind of hard. Okay, 5 studs away. Okay, right there. I would have built that on location. Let's make sure that's really on there good. There we go. Not too bad, huh? That's pretty colorful. That's probably the only color that I've seen in here. White, gray, and boring. Okay, looks like we're building some sort of a sofa. I do this with my building guides too. Put the divider down the middle. Even I was getting kind of confused. Oh, an inverted plate with valve. These always come in handy for making cushions and stuff. So that's probably what that is going to be for. I bet you. I use these plates right here to attach minifigures too. You know, before I used to use tiles, but the figures would always slide off the seats. When they made these, I thought those would come in handy. And so I've been trying to hoard those up a bit here. That's a bigger piece. Alrighty, so let's see what happened to the scratch glass ate it. Is that why it got scratched up? Because the tiles were being naughty. But those should have been packed in their own bin. I know I'm going to keep harping on it. I need to stop doing that because some don't like it. But yeah, I mean, I assume that set's probably going to be about $80 to $100. Well, if it's scratched up, they need to sell it for $10 because it would be used. Right. It's not a bad idea for a sofa. Of course, you can fold it down and make it into a hideaway bed too. All right. I doubt that's going to be like that. So I think it goes right there. Looks like it's just a stud away. So for anybody who doesn't know, it's supposed to be like that. Just a stud away from the little carpet area. And I noticed something too. We put that table in backwards. Uh-oh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to pop the tiles off. Oh, that makes it easier. We just rotate that around, huh? There we go. Now we fixed it. Now it looks like the picture. Okay. All right, let's grab some scratched windows. We got to make 3 scratched windows and put them in there. Lego, I'm just going to insult you here and just say they're used. You sent me a used set. Jay, that is not used. Yeah, it looks like it to me. I mean, I've gotten used bricks and they're never in this kind of condition. The beauty about doing this style of video is that I'm not hiding nothing. That's why some like my reviews is I just cut it to you straight. Like, I'm going to be honest. I'm enjoying the build. It's just that is making me angry. But the build itself is fun. I'm enjoying this. I don't want to put this down. If I didn't have to get up early, I would just do this all in one shot and be done with it. Ooh, we got to stack 2 plates on top of one another. That's yucky. At least it's playable, so obviously we can tell you have access to all the interior spaces. So, yeah, that's really good. Well, let's grab our scratch glass. Oh, okay, we got a big giant slider. Oh, wow, Lego. Look at all the scratches in there. What do you guys do? You guys have parties at the Lego's place? And yeah, man. Okay. Now we got to start plating things in here. Just for the missing piece, and yeah, it would have been a 9.4. I would have loved to have seen this one really get a high score. Hey, at least with my campground. Now here's the deal. Speaking of that, when I do my tutorials, I try to not use scratched or banged up parts. Just seems kind of off. Can we have this piece? Where did that go? I don't think it went inside the... Oh, I think I know where that went. It goes in there. Let's put that in there real quick. And it looks like now we have some sliding doors. That's pretty cool. And then we got to make some lanterns. I've seen these around in my neighborhood. They have the lenses on the top and bottom. Not a bad idea. There's a lot of good building techniques out of here. Now, have I ever made a score go back up? Sometimes, very rarely though. There you go. I don't feel like it's fitting in there all the way, but it is. And then I think that's it. That's it for bag 5. So 6 looks like it makes the second level on here. And this is what we have remaining. Now, 4.4 is a very fair score because the more scratched up the pieces are, tells me I'm expecting it to be worse. It could be like the Mario sets where I flat out give them a 0. One missing tile. Like I said, I can check. Already checked all the bags. I'll check behind here. If I find it, then I raise it back up. It'd be a 6. It'd be a 4.9, but 4.4 right now. And yeah, put that in there for safekeeping. So far, it's looking pretty good. Well, Lego, this glass in here is not even scratched, but why is mine all scratched? Very uncalled for. It feels used. But what do you guys and gals think of the set so far? Despite the failing score, I'm going to be honest. I am happy with the build on this set. I'm enjoying it despite of the issues. Other than that, you know, this probably goes like this together. And for the most part, though, I'll set it up like this here. You know what? I got a better idea. We'll put it like this here. The reason being is so when I type the thumbnail out, I can just do that. You know what? A better way to do it, so I don't have to crop everything out. Set our minifigures on there so we don't lose them. Yeah, so you know what? Hold on. You know what I could just do? There. Put let's build it up here in this corner. And yeah, it looks pretty nice. It's playable. as far as I can tell. You can reach in here. I could even reach in here too. Obviously for little hands. But what's going to kill this set is the way it was packed. It was packed horribly. It's just, I don't know. It just feels used. But other than that, though, it's a nice build. But tell me what you think. I mean, the build experience is there. It's just, I just still can't get past the packing, the horrible packing.